Okay. Good morning, everyone. Please find your seats. Welcome to the Capital Family Church Nova Center. We're going to get started in our main service now. And we're streaming live today for communities in DC and in Atlanta who've been participating in the Chumbo workshop. So welcome. We're so happy to have you join us. So we're going to start off with a couple of songs from our band, led by our wonderful band leader, Yasuno Takeshima, and her dad, Matthew, on the guitar, and her sister-in-law, Tsure, also on vocals. So let's give them a big welcome.
Thank you. Let us all stand up and sing together. First song will be Song of the Young People. We shout with joy, we rise and sing, the will of God is done. A new day dawns and the dream lives, the Son of God has come. Fly bravely to crush Satan, God's power will be revealed in the children of our Father, the youth of harmony. The darkness which has covered us in Him has been dispelled. The dawn breaks into daylight. We ring the morning bell. 30 million shout in the bright white light of truth. Let us rise and march forward with harmony of youth. As children of the heavenly power, we march against our foe. The command comes and the world has to march your fathers all. Beaming light unto the nations, we carry high our dream. Let us win up for our Father, the youth of harmony. Let us win. Let us win up for our Father, the youth of harmony. Yay. Thank you. And our next song will be As the Deer. As the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. Oh, you alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. You're my friend and you are my brother, even though you are a king. I love you more than any other, so much more than anything. Oh, you alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. and I long to worship thee.
Thank you so much to our beautiful band, and thank you to everybody for singing with us today. Once again, welcome to the Capital Family Church Nova Center. We here are contemporary ministry of the Unification Church, founded by Reverend and Mrs. Sun Myung Moon, and we believe God is humanity's heavenly parent, which means both our mother and our father. We also believe the family is the school of love, and by building true family centered upon God, we can work together to bring God's blessing to the world and build the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven on earth, which we call Chanilguk. So, yes, we're so happy to have you here. And as we said, we have some special visitors tuning in live. So I'd like to invite you at this time to turn to the camera. We have one behind us there. We can wave. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Thank you to our AV team in the back. We have Richard and Yoshi working hard to manage the video and the music and everything, the audio stuff. So thank you very much, guys. So now we have a couple of minutes to greet each other. We have some faces that maybe we don't see here all the time, right? So take the chance to greet each other and say hello, and we'll come and rejoin together in a few minutes. Okay, everybody. All right, thank you so much. Let's find our way back to our seats. I know we've got a lot of people here today, which is very exciting, right? And we like to chat and talk to each other. I promise we'll get the chance to do so more after service is over. Okay, we have a beautiful lunch that we can enjoy after the service. So let's continue for now. Thank you so much. We have one more song prepared for you all by our wonderful band, the performance song. So take it away. Thank you.
So this song is, I hope it's well known to all of you. It's called Hosanna by Hillsong. So if you know the lyrics, please sing along and join us. I see the King of Glory coming on the clouds with fire. The whole earth shakes, the whole earth shakes. Yeah. I see His love and mercy washing over all our sin. The people sing, the people sing. Sing along. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. I see a generation rising up to take their place with selfless faith, with selfless faith. I see a new revival stirring as we pray and seek. We're on our knees, we're on our knees. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the Heal my heart and make it clean. Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Show me how to love like you have loved me. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. As I walk from earth into eternity. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna,
Wow, beautiful song. Thank you so much. Let's give another hand to our wonderful Nova Church band. Thank you. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, so we want to start with our main part, right? The main message we'll be receiving today from our senior pastor, Pastor Dr. Akulachi, and then afterwards we'll also hear a testimony from the head of the Chumbo staff team, Mr. Ryuichi Kishimoto-san. So we're very excited about that. Before we start, we're going to pray. So please bow your heads and join me in prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind, we are gathered here together this morning, this beautiful sunshiny day, receiving your many blessings and praising you and worshiping you, Heavenly Parent. As you are our Father, you are our Mother, and you love us so dearly. And we have experienced this through the wonderful Chumbo workshop and through our true parents' love for us and through our brothers and sisters' love. And we pray that this morning we can receive your message that you have prepared for us with open hearts, open minds, and that we can be inspired and reflect sincerely on what you would like us to take for this week. And pray for everybody that is here and pray for everyone that is also tuning in online with us today. I thank you and we love you. And in attendance to Holy Mother Han, I pray this in gratitude in my name, Natasha Phillips of the Phillips Blessed Family. Aju. All right. So without further ado, let's give a big warm welcome to our senior pastor, Pastor Akalatsi. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, good morning. The Spirit is saying that instead of me giving you a sermon, let's hear the testimony. Actually, true Father, I was reading recently say that in the future, sermon should just be testimony. Where you go out, you work for God, you come and you share your testimony. That's what Sunday service should be. So I'm glad that we will be doing that today. I've prepared a message to share about, but I'll give you that message some other time. We've been blessed, right, with these 3 days HJ Chumbo event. And, going to bed last night and waking up this morning and thinking is we have to believe that central evil spirit have been liberated from us, right? And because if we are not so spiritual, you may sometimes doubt, right? So as we prepare to hear the testimony, let's believe that these 3 days were worth it and that truly we receive amazing grace and you can be better. And also we've received special grace, or we're in a period of receiving special grace. It's just an amazing time we are living in. You have the special grace, we're able to liberate our ancestors, collateral liberation. I'm so happy that we were able to liberate the victim of the plane crash last time. You know, most of them are not American. I mean, the majority of them are foreigners. I mean, they came and shared their blood here in America, in Washington, D.C., nation's capital. Wow. So yesterday we liberated them all. And now they are on their way to a 100-day workshop where they will afterward receive the blessing and become absolute good spirit and come and help us here in America so that their sacrifice is not in vain. So yeah, let's give a, yeah. Yeah, thank you many of you. There's actually one mother and daughter, Korean, also on the flat. And guess what? Their name is Han. Yeah. Wow. When I saw that, I said, wow. Yeah, so let's think of our true mother, our Holy Mother Han, as we attending her in this precious time. And yeah, we received so much, so much yesterday from Ruichi. So let's give him a big hand, by the way. Yes. he he's not just giving us a lecture. I feel like every time he speaks, it's more like a sharing his own experience, because he is champion. he grew up there, he lived there, he worked there, he knows everything. He's been there from when the Providence started. He shared all that, his own personal experience with the money and everything. It was just amazing. It gave us a much better perspective of what Champion Providence is all about, and really giving us the courage and the assurance that it is truly happening, and that we are indeed liberating our ancestors, and they are coming back to help us. And we also, everybody needs to get the ancestral house. You know that? Your ancestors want to be, the sooner you get it, the closer you'll be with the Chanjangung in the spiritual world, your house. Yeah, that's what I learned also yesterday, okay? So in the spirit world, your house, don't you want to be very close to the Chanjangung, the palace where true parent, heavenly parent live? Your house should be very close. Or those who buy early, their house will be built closer. The later you buy, your house will be a little bit far away. But anyway, in the spirit world, there's no space and time difference, so you can be anytime, anywhere. So I just want to take this moment, and the message I really wanted to share with you earlier, the Heavenly Parent gave me this, is really to let go. Why? Anything that is bothering us, the past. I was thinking about Lot's wife when they were leaving Sodom and Gomorrah. God said, don't look back. Don't look back. Let it go. You are new. It's a new era. Why are you still thinking about the past? Why do you want to turn around? She didn't listen. She turned around. What happened? She turned into a pillar of salt. She didn't listen. That's really what is coming up for me at this time. So we have to let the past go. Anything, we receive special grace. Mother said the special grace take care of any sin, whether we are conscious or unconscious of it. Wow. It's amazing, amazing, amazing grace. So it's gone. Let's focus on the future. Let's focus on what we have to do right now. That's why Mother is asking us to memorize the motto 2025. I hope all of you memorize it right. In the 13th year of Channyanguk, when we attend the Creator, our Heavenly Parent, substantially. That word substantially for me is everything. Well, it's not, it has to be substance. It's not just theory anymore. My life has to be substantial manifestation of our Heavenly Parent image and heart, right? So let us bless family around the world. Right? So last time when we were in East Garden, Reverend Damien Dunkley shared this testimony with us when Mother was having breakfast with a few leaders, and Dong Kim, leader of South America, was there. And he was asking Mother, would you like to come to Brazil again? Something like that. And Mother said, yeah, I wish I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Africa. I want to go everywhere. And my body situation doesn't let me. Right? So when I hear this motto say, let us bless family around the world, become true sons and daughters. So if we do that, the mother doesn't need to go around the world. We become little Han everywhere around the world, representing Mother, testifying to her. Well, that's what the motto says. Let's become true sons and daughters. Around the world, become true sons and daughters who do what? Fulfill our responsibility. This is another word. Mother emphasizes that a lot. As a chosen people, We are all chosen people. For Korea, it's chosen line. The blessed family around the world, we are all chosen people. So we have to do this, but none of this will make any sense unless we are united with true parents. So in unity with true parents. You fulfill your responsibility without unity with true mother, meaningless. That's why we have to understand mother, right? So I say I'm not going to give a sermon, but I started talking. So, right? So let's believe in the providence of Chambo. Let's really believe that our ancestors are here with us, even though we may not see them. They are here. If we can be aware of them, right? If you can be aware of Heavenly Parent being with us substantially all the time, can you commit a sin? So many times we commit sin when we are by ourselves. We think nobody is watching, nobody is looking. But if we can have that awareness that God is with us all the time, my ancestors are with us, my father who is the Spirit, my mother, they are all with me all the time. If I have that awareness 100%, 24 hours, I cannot commit any sin. Because you think nobody's watching, but you are aware that God is with you. True parents are there. My sister, my mother is here, my father is here. I don't want to do anything as a loyal son to hurt them. Right? So that's me substantially. Right? Just be really aware of that and let go of the past. We write the resolution while we do special grace. Write the resolution. They may ask, he had one more call. It was not an original one. The original one is just you repent for your sin and your new resolution. He said, let's add one more, the middle one. He said, what you want to forgive someone. So we want God to forgive us, but we also have to forgive. Jesus said, when you pray, our Father who are in heaven, forgive us as we forgive. Well, somebody has done something to you that you carry in your heart, this is a time to let it go. As God is forgiving us, let's forgive others as well. And let's make the resolution. New resolution must be based on what is in the motto, I feel. Fulfill our responsibility. President Song broke it down to us in his last sermon. He gave us an amazing sermon he gave. What is the responsibility, right? We have to educate the chosen people about who they are, their mission. Educate about the essence of God, essence of true parent, essence of Jesus. And then we have to witness. And yesterday we learned that why we are not getting witnessing results? Because we are not using Chamshimwa. Wow, that's one amazing revelation. We think that we just want to do it by our own technique, make a meeting, chart, do this. No, Chamshimwa. So now I have decided that we're going to do Chamshimwa prayer video 10 to 1 every night from tomorrow. I know it's going to be challenging. But we declare. We will do it 8 to 10, where I talked to Robert already, so at least in GC, we will start that 10 to 1. And we want to pray for heaven to come down so that it can guide us to find those righteous people heaven has prepared. Right? And we can bring reunification on North and South Korea. So with that, brothers and sisters, please join me in welcoming my dear brother Ruichi-san to share an amazing testimony with us today. Thank you.
Okay, so it's very hard to come after that. Yes, and I have 20 minutes. So, what kind of testimony? Well, first of all, hello everybody, good morning. I would like to express my gratitude first to our Heavenly Parent, true parents, for me to be able to be here in DC this weekend and be able to stand in front of amazing leaders in here and also online as well. And of course, Dr. Achille for making this happen. My name is Ruichi Kishimoto, for those who for seeing me for the first time. It's Sunday service. You know, you had a busy weekend. Me too. And so I really wanted to introduce myself once again. Ryuichi Kishimoto, that's my name. And I was thinking, way before last night, before going into bed, I was thinking, what should I say? Because last night at dinner time, it was a really intense weekend for me, starting from Friday and then Saturday, yesterday. I finished. I was all right with it. I was complete. And then Katsumi-san came over to me and was like, you need to speak tomorrow. And I was like, I was eating my food. I'm like, I'm just looking at my food. I'm not looking into her eyes. Very bad manners, I understand. I thought she would get my message. But she is not your ordinary Japanese lady. So here I am. Yeah. Anyways, so what should I talk about? I was thinking, there's a lot I could talk, as you already noticed. I speak a lot. That's my bad point. And so I could really talk about a lot of things, my life, Cheongpyeong Chombo Training Center, and also my mission here. But since if I say all of that, of course, you're not going to remember. So I thought might as well just go with past, present, and future. And then maybe next time I'll talk about the present and the future as well. So I want to talk about a little bit of myself, so you have a little bit idea who this guy is. Yesterday I briefly talked that I'm half British, half Japanese, but also I was born in South Africa, 1984, Johannesburg. My father is British, but my grandparents, also British, they moved to South Africa many years ago. And so my whole father's side family is down there in the bottom of Africa. When they say Africa, they're like, whoa, it's not one nation, there's so many nations there, right? You can't say Africa, one nation. All the African members will be like, excuse me? There's so many different languages, so many different cultures. South Africa is one of the best places. It's south, so everything goes down. It is not. It's a beautiful country. Yes, I never really lived there permanently. My father is in the mining business, so drilling parts, selling those kind of things. So I've been traveling all around the world. People are like, wow, mission? No, not mission. Father's job. Until I was Korea, I've lived now since 2005. So it's about more than 10, 20, almost close to 20 years. Almost close to 20 years. But that's the longest nation I've lived in my life. And until then, I've lived in 12 different nations. And I've been moving around almost a year and a half every other time. So it's really unsettling for me to be in one place that long. So I was thinking 3 years in Korea, I was already ready to move. But God had different plans, yes. I'm not a second generation. I'm a Jacob's child, probably. Why I say that is because my mother is the one who had the strongest faith in our family. She's Japanese. She has 3 other sisters in the church. And they're all, 2 of them are 1800. And my mother's eldest sister is, I think, 430, blessed couple. Is one of the higher ends there. My mother, too, received the 1800 blessings, but she did not go well with her blessed husband. Was Korean, and my mother is a strong woman, very strong, and she would go against everything if she didn't like it. And she battled with her husband. The church leader didn't go along with her. Her sisters were like, just keep quiet, just go for it, But my mother just couldn't take it. She's the wild one in the family, the youngest in the family. That's usually the wild one, right? I have my youngest daughter. I have 5 children. Is the wild one and the wise one. because she sees everything that their siblings do. So my mother left the church. She didn't really entirely leave the church, but she didn't leave True Parents, but she couldn't handle that situation. This is many years later that she shared with me. So many times I would even tell bad things about my mother about. She would always say, "Please stay in Cheongpyeong," and I'll be like, "You stay in Cheongpyeong, you know? Why are you making me stay in Cheongpyeong? You left the church." I was very bad son, you know. I was young and naive. Anyways, so moving all around the country, my mother eventually met with my father working in the church, but she met with him, and he's this British guy, and then somehow they met, and then somehow they married, and I had me and my little brother, and 4 of us traveled all around the world. One time I was living in Malaysia, speaking Malay. The other time I was in Indonesia, speaking Indonesian. And staying in Scotland and having a very heavy Scottish accent I have no memory of. Then moved to Wyoming, Casper after that. So Wyoming, Casper, they have this little kid who looks a little Asian, looks a little bit white, but speaking a very heavy Scottish accent. Going "aye" like that, saying apparently in this really heavily in the middle of nowhere. Sorry if you're living in Wyoming. Yeah, it's middle of nowhere really. So I've been all around. I've seen a lot of things. I forgot a lot of things. But the only thing I had at the time was family. Family was the only thing I had, and I was happy with it. I was a Unification Church when my father was not at home. True Parents picture will suddenly appear. We will suddenly be reading Hundoke. I hated it. And then, and I was really happy when my dad came back. And he was like, "Why are you so happy?" Yeah. But, it's weird when you're leaving here. When he's here, then we don't do any of that. And when he leaves, we're a Unification Church member. So that was hard. My father drank the holy wine, but he said to my mom, "That's it. That's the only thing I'm going to do for you. Drink it. That's it. Don't even ask me any of it." My mother was okay with that. So they were a blessed family, sort of. But my mother really did her best. I hated every single thing because she didn't really explain it to me. Even if she did, I probably wouldn't understand anyways. But I was okay with it. Why? Because we were a unit. We were a family. And my mother was the only one really loving not just us, but I could see her loving my father so much. We were moving all around the country. My mother kind of got sick and tired of it, obviously. We stayed in Japan for around 4 years. And I was already thinking, this is too long. Where are we going next, right? Then we moved to Australia, and I lived there for 7 years. And that was my high school, university years. I love Australia. I would want to take my family back there if it's possible in the future. Australia is down under. It's a really beautiful place, very laid back, and British friendly, not so American friendly. But that's the rest of the world, right? Anyways, Australia was good. But I noticed my family, my mother and father, having a rocky relationship. I was always wondering why my parents are always together, hiding away about True Parents, but I didn't really care so much. My mother would always tell me, "You're going to be blessed in the future. You're going to be blessed in the future," And I didn't know what that meant, but okay, I understand. And every time she would find me with a girl, even I'll be like, "Oh, Mama, I think I'm in love," and then she will just suddenly get the divine principle out, and then just telling me that it's a sin to be with a woman, to even look at a girl, and I'll be like, "All right, I'll stop. Just please stop doing this to me." So that was my life. In high school, late high school, I noticed my parents were fighting a lot more, and then one day, my father never hit us, thank God. If he did, I'll probably be a little bit worse son, but he never hit us. But he will break things. And one day when I came back home, all the windows, the fridge, everything was just completely broken. I was pretty impressed with the fridge because my father's a small guy, and I was like, wow, how did you do that? But anyways, had to take out my brother out, and I remember him talking to me, Aniki. He's calling me older brother in Japanese. Aniki, are we going to be okay? I was like, I have no idea, dude. Later on, then my mother moved back to Japan. My father kicked me out of my home. He's like, you're 18 now, go live by yourself. And I never knew my father was a traditional guy. He's definitely not conservative, but he just told me, leave. And so I left. And I was okay with this. I was okay with that. He was like, you can do whatever with your life now. If you earn your money, you can go out, you can drink, you can do whatever you want. And so I was like, wow, that's cool. That's amazing. Because every now and then, my mother would be whispering in my eyes, you have to be blessed. No girls, no nothing, no drugs. But then when my mother leaves, my father will come into the room and say, do you have a girlfriend? And I'll be like, no, Dad. Mom won't allow it. And my father would always say, don't worry. Just go and get a girl, And even when I say I don't have a girlfriend, my father would even question me. I'm like, you must be gay then. And I was confused. I was like, I don't think I'm gay. Ever think? But my father would always ask me, go get a girlfriend. Go get a girlfriend. It's okay. It's okay. And then my mom will say, it's not okay. My mom is the one who cooks. So, of course, I listen to my mother. My father was never there. He never cooks. The only thing he could do is fish and chips. But that was it. So, they had a rocky relationship. I was in university. It was very traditional for me in Australia to go back home. Go back to Japan every single summer. Here, I don't know, but in Australia, summer holiday, which is from December to April, that's summer in the southern hemisphere, right? It's a very long summer holiday. My mother, to protect my virginity and and not drink too much, she would always send me to Japan every summer to my auntie's restaurant to work, and that's what I always did. And she's a full-on unification member, right? So I would get automatic education. I hated it, but the money was good, so I always went there. And I always got that money, It was something that I really wanted. I bought my first computer with this big computer, Anyways, that's the era that I was living in. And one day my father sent me to South Africa to meet my grandparents. I wasn't really keen on meeting with them, but might as well. He's going to pay the plane ticket. I went over there, met my uncles and all that. My uncle is also a little bit weird. Everyone in my father's family is weird. They all drink, they all do drugs, whatever they want to do. But one day my uncle was coming to me and said, he made me drunk, and of course I welcomed it. And I'm going to drink that. I've drank a lot of holy wines, don't judge me. And anyways, my uncle said to me, I think it was on his heart a long time, and he said, your dad is really cheating on your mom. He's been cheating on your mom for all your life. And I was like, and I was shocked, but at the same time, I kind of understood. I received it well. Why? Because my dad is a man, and he's going all around the world traveling at this time. And I always thought, maybe he has somebody. And I thought, well, it was shocking, but I didn't know what to do. I called my father at the time, and he just said, it's none of your business. So I think more than the fact that he cheated on my mom, it was the actual thing that he said, that it's none of your business. None of your business. That's the only thing he said. Hey, ignore me. Everything I asked about this, he would ignore me. And if I said, Dad, let's go for a drink, he'll just come. And then I'll try and talk about it, and he'll say, shut up. It's nothing to do with you. And why are you crying about this? He'll say, that's why I always knew you're gay. So he will never allow me to even talk about this. I was really shocked. I went to my mom in Japan, and she didn't know. And I had to tell my mom, Dad, wow, I hate to say this, but I think Dad was not faithful. And it broke her. It broke her so much. And seeing my mom in broken pieces broke me as well. I thought the blessing was perfect. I thought marriage was good. I'm traveling all around the world. I have no friends growing up. Why? Because you move a nation. That's it. Today we have SNS and smarty phones calling each other, right? Facebook, whatever. I have no friends. Why? Because we moved all around the world. Not moving around in one country. I hear some, young second generations. Oh, I moved 6 times in one nation. I'm like, I moved nations, dude. I don't have any friends. The only friend I have is my wife and my cousins. That's the only friends I have, But I had family, so I thought. And it broke me. It really did. It broke me into pieces. It took me a year or two to really, I don't know how I went through a year or two. I went through a lot of drinking, drugs, all kinds of things you can imagine to try to get rid of this pain that I was having. But I couldn't get rid of it. My dad will come over and be like, why are you like this? I was like, whoa, this man, this is a man I don't know. My mother, I would call her, but she was brokenhearted too. And she was so painful, she couldn't say anything. I was in so much pain. And one day, after 2 years of all of this, I understood, this is not the way I want to live. I don't know, but I don't want to do drugs anymore. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. I don't want to be sad anymore. You know what? Blessing was not going to work out. So I went to my mother. Traveled to Japan, and I met my mom. I said, Mom, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you off my life, and Dad too, because I can't handle this anymore. I feel like this connection between you is killing me. And I'm not this kind of person anymore. My mother didn't say anything. Now I know she couldn't say anything, right? She felt really bad. So she couldn't say anything. And I was free, as Chompyong is going to set you free from evil spirits. I was free. I was free from the curse of being blessed. But then my auntie called me. My auntie. And she is a strong woman. These Japanese aunties in the church, be aware of them. They are strong. And I knew who she was, right? I knew what she was going to say. She called me and said, I want to meet up. I said, Auntie, no. Oba-chan, no, I don't want to see you. Because I know who you are. I know what you're going to say to me. I ain't going to do this. And she says, no, I just want to see you. Auntie, you've been putting me in many different kind of workshops today. I've attended all the workshops that you forced me to attend. And I've always pretended to understand. I have no clue what was going on because your son told me to shut up, right? Because if you ask questions, the lecture is going to be long. So my second generation older brother cousins will always say, just be quiet. Don't worry about it. Just pretend you understand it. Once it's finished, we'll go out and have the great dinner. And my second generation older brothers, yes, respect. That's what I did. Don't worry, they're still in the church, okay? They're really active right now. But anyways, it took a while for them too. But anyways, so I told my auntie, it ain't going to work. It's not the truth for me. It's for you, but not for me. But she lured me with really delicious food. I love sushi sashimi. That's my Japanese heritage, I think. And she said, I'll buy you sushi. And I was like, you know what? I'll give you a chance. Let's go for the sushi, right? And she took me the best sushi place in Tokyo. And if you're Japanese and best sushi, I recently went to Hawaii, and Hawaii has really good sushi. But anyways, and Seattle as well. Yeah, I went to this place, and there's this extra special place. I ordered everything on the menu, can bankrupt my auntie, whatever. So I was going to eat it. But before I ate it, she was like, Rich, I want to talk to you. I was like, here we go. Can I eat at least in peace? And then afterwards, maybe you can talk. And she goes, no, I have to talk to you. And then she held my hand, and she said, I love you. And I was shocked with what she said. Out of everything, she said, I love you. And I said, no, auntie, please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me. Because it's that love that's really killing me. It's that family that's killing me right now. It's not real. And she said, no, it's real. And I said, it ain't real. Look at your blessing. Your blessing is in wreck. Auntie, don't pretend, because I know your husband. You don't even love your husband. You don't live with your husband. Why are you saying this to me? Look at your sons and daughters. They're in such a bad situation. And you're saying the blessing is real? Don't do that to me, Auntie. Don't do that. And she got really angry, said, this is my blessing. This is what I'm working on. You have no right to say anything. And of course, later on, I apologized. And I understood that was true. But that's how desperate I was. I just didn't want this. But she didn't say anything. And she said, I love you again. And on that third, I love you, I was in tears. And I was just crying and crying. And I'm in tears almost right now. And I just didn't know what was going on. Of course, now that I look back, I was 18, 19 at the time. And I realized that it was that love, my parents' love, that I was really seeking. But I thought it was not there anymore. And I was getting it from my auntie. At that time in my life, I cut them off, right? My auntie was not my auntie. It was some just random lady, I thought. And so I was really moved by that. I was really moved. And she was like, she just said, I love you and I really care for you. And I just cried and cried and cried. And my auntie said, I really want you to go for a workshop. And I said, please. After this moving talk, another workshop? Please, Auntie, God, wow. Where do they come up with these workshops? Right? And I said, Auntie, please, no, I can't do this. Please, I can't. I'm moved. I don't know why I'm crying right now, but I can't do this. And she said, please, I want you to go for this workshop. And even if you don't feel anything, you will still be my son. And I was moved because, guys, I've been in the church long enough. This is my community. This is my life. But if I don't accept it, then the church is not going to accept me. I feel like casted out. And so I felt so much love there. Like she said, I will not stop loving you, even if you don't come back to the church. You will still be my son. I will always take care of you. And for that, I was like, okay, that's good. And then she said, and I also said to her, okay, if I don't like this, you're not going to say anything about the workshop, about the blessing. I can go out with a girl and I can bring that girl home and you're still going to love her too? And she goes, yes. And I was like, okay, write that down, please. So she wrote it down. I said, sign it too. And I said, do I have to? Come on, please sign it. She signed it. All right. So I put it in my pocket. Okay, all right, I'll do this workshop. And she said to me, so I asked her, where do you want me to go? And she said, Korea, Cheongpyeong. And I didn't know Cheongpyeong at the time. I didn't know about Korea too much. I was like, whatever, let's go, I'm going to be your son. You're not going to say anything. And I'm going to bring any girlfriend at home and you're going to love. Wow, that's great, right? I was excited. So I went to Cheongpyeong. I arrived at the airport, got on the bus. I realized it was full of Japanese. Later on, I realized it was a sail tour, bus full of Japanese members. I didn't know. I was like, wow, Korea, Japanese people, And then my seat next to me was empty. And we were waiting on this lady. And I saw her running up. And she got on the bus. And she sat next to me. And it was my mother. And I was like, ah. And my mom was like, eh? I was like, huh? Oka-san, nani shiteru no? And then she said, my sister, which is my auntie, bought me the ticket and said, you have to go for this 40-day workshop. And I was like, oh, this auntie is really good. How on earth did she, oh my gosh, this woman, and I was all right, this is not going to be good. And then in front of my seat, I don't know about you guys, but I have this one great older brother, an able figure, to say, in the church. When I was very young, this guy, he's also a Jacob's child. And he knows all the dirty secrets that I have. But yet, he never judged me. He will always love me. I will even accuse the true parents in front of him. He would not say a word. And what he would do is just say, let's just go and eat. 밥 먹으러 가자. In Korean, it's let's go eat. Every time I will smoke in front of him, cigarettes, and even drink in front of him to provoke him, he will just say, 밥 먹으러 가자. Let's go eat. And then I completely naturally just followed him. So whatever he says, I follow him. Because I completely, this church, I seen a lot of, iffy people, weird ones too. But this one is real. I even went through his house room to find pornographic material. Because I knew every single man on earth can't resist this. So whenever he left home, I would go through all his stuff to find something. There's nothing. And I thought, wow, this guy is either gay or real. He wasn't gay, so I thought he was real. Later on, he revealed to me, it's like, every time you came, I threw everything away. All the porn, all the magazines, I threw away. But you know what? That doesn't change my respect to the guy. So, he really did his best as an older brother to me. And he was sitting in front of me in the bus. I was like, Hyung, what are you doing here? He goes, your auntie bought me tickets and paid me for the 40-day workshop. And through that 40-day workshop, I really changed my life. Everything did. And that was my turning point in my life. And of course, I can continue, but my time is up, so I'm going to finish here. That it would really be nice if we can have the second time, third time, of course, so we can continue on with that. But what I really want to say here is that my aunties, I have 1, 2, and 3 aunties in the church. And they have, together with my mom, they have this prayer, devotion, Trinity, or whatever you call it. They have this group, and they're praying and offering devotion every single day. And I really believe that, of course, Heavenly Parent, true parents, but it was their devotion. My auntie told me later, when I said, don't you ever say the blessing, and she, with life of death, when the moment I said yes, from then onwards, she offered so many bows that she couldn't even walk, because she knew that this was that time for me. And she prayed and prayed and prayed with all the other aunties of Japan, on my Japanese side, who just offered that devotion, so that 40 days is going to completely change my life. And you know what? It did. I didn't do anything. I just went, and my older brother slapped me every time I did something wrong. I was in Cheongpyeong, and I wanted to have a cigarette. And you know what? The Korean leaders, they're all smoking. Sorry, I don't know if they're Korean leaders. Anyways, there's these Korean ajoshis in the back of the, this is 2004 and 2005, right? I'll go back in the building, and there's somebody smoking there. I'm like, I don't know Korean, but I know, hey, this. It's a common language. And I'll be smoking there, but my older brother, who is a karate, black belt, will come and kick me in the face, punch me in the face. And I would be completely okay with it and say, Hyung, what did I do wrong? And he said, this is the holy ground. You don't do that. I said, okay. And every time in Chanyang, I will be in the very back trying to sleep. And he will slap me in the face and say, go to the front. The grace is there. I'm like, okay, whatever you say, Hyung. And that's how he got me going for this 40 days. And then the next 40 days and the next 40 days. And I really didn't do anything. I didn't do anything, honestly speaking. But the only thing I I prayed at the Jongshwon and received an answer. And my Hyung said to me, don't break that promise. And so that's why I'm still here. I want to break the promise sometimes, but God is not allowing me. Anyways, I'll continue next time. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. What an incredible story, right, brothers and sisters? Really unbelievable. Yeah. And, I can't wait to hear part 2. So you must come back here, right, and give us the next part of your story. Yeah. Yeah, we have to hear the happy story of your family, your children. You have 5 children, you mentioned. So wow, congratulations. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, thank you, everybody. At this time, we would like to play some music and give you a moment to reflect on everything you have heard, and also prepare our offering baskets. So if anything you want to give from your heart to contribute to our ministries here, we have the opportunity either to give an offering in the basket or online. We'll have a QR code posted up there. So if we can play the music now for a couple of minutes. Thank you. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind, we are here offering all of these precious donations and offerings for brothers and sisters here this morning. We pray that you can bless these funds and that they can be used for your will, Heavenly Parent, and for true parents' sake and for the providence and the continuing of our ministries here at the Capital Family Church Nova Center. We thank you so much for all the contributions and humbly offer them to you in our names, and pray this in gratitude and thanks to Holy Mother Han. My name is Natasha Phillips, so blessed our family. Aju. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. So this part is my favorite part, maybe, the announcement time. We always have surprises coming up. So here's a very fun one for today. I would like to invite up our KEA pastor, Reverend Jung, who, by the way, I want to mention is leaving for Korea tomorrow. So be sure to wish him well. We won't see him for a couple of months. So I just found this out. So yeah, please give him a warm hug and wish him well. And yes, I'd like to invite him up here because he wants to bestow the purple jackets for a couple of individuals who've been attending the prayer vigil. Do you want to use this one?
Good morning, brothers and sisters. So I'm so proud of the working with the Reverend Luigi this time. I didn't know about his life or pace. I just read about the small things, but she opened to deep sorrow heart to all of us. So as you know, so most of the family has the same problem. Parent-child issue. How much deep? That's different. But every parent wants to come back to his children to the heavenly side, not secular side. Most of the problem came from the parents, not just children. Probably it's the parents. Yeah, and I truly confess and regret my attitude, whatever. People, my family. And then so I want to share about two things. So one, Dr. Akilata mentioned about the witnessing. So I made up the 200 times the Chuncheon prayer. After that, witness open to me. Truly. I several times, every 40 days, I made a divine meeting. But they even promised to me, but they couldn't join to the one-day workshop. They are very close to me. they know the join the Catholic Church, Christian Church side. They know that about who am I. But they didn't join the one-day workshop. After 200 times, they come to here and they receive the divine principle. Yeah. It's true. I tried several times, but didn't open to me. Even the very close to each other's long-time friends as like that. Churmada really emphasize witnessing. Tourists, how can mobilize the spiritual world? That means we have to clear up the spiritual world before witnessing. My sin, my fault, my mistake. Clean up the 천심원. After that, you have to pure water. As like original love, this is working. Explain to the other people. So I understand why true mother emphasizes 천심원 providence. You clean up by yourself. Nobody care about you. But you join the 천심원 prayer one day, 2 day, it doesn't matter. You have the chance to clean up your mistake or some bad habitual. After that, heavenly fortune come to you, working your witness activity. So I truly encourage all of you would join the 천심원 prayer. Once per week, 2 times per week is okay. But you join and then change how much you got the blessing. Chulma stayed 21 days in Las Vegas. She declared the Holy Mother Han. How much we have the great weapon break through the witnessing to outside world. Especially we live in the Christian community at USA. Chulmada really want to liberate Christian community because she came from the Christian community, begotten daughter, not Confucian, not Buddhist. She has allowed that oath from the Christian community. She wants to really pay back. Crucified, 12 disciples, all Christian pioneers crucified. Front line. They didn't meet second advent, not begotten daughter. They want to see. So Chulmada really want to liberate Christian as a pioneer. Last week, Reverend Kisangni got a spiritual message. She was a missionary to Korea, 1907. She came from Texas, Ruby Candle, as like that. She sent to the text message from the heaven. I truly admire your liberate my suffering heart. She also died 25 years around there. It's come from disease. It's local. As you know, as Korea is a very low country, so she got some disease and died Korea. She could not come back to her hometown. And then Reverend Gisongni find out that missionary tomb at the nearby the Seoul. And he write down her name and sent to the Hyojong wish paper. She will liberate. And she appreciate message to the Reverend Gisongni. And then Reverend Lee read the people true mother this message. It's true. So, as like that, Chulma really break through, liberate Christian community who made great foundation. People deliver their true mother on the earth. So we have the great chance to this time break through our Christian community, willing to our true love from your bottom of your heart. And the second thing, I truly admire your attendance to support 천심원 Providence. I strongly asked the Reverend Dr. Gi-young Kim, would you give me the 2 purple jacket? So, why? So, I need 2 jackets. So, I explained to him. So, he gave it to the 2 purple jacket this time. So, I presented the Dr. Asher. So, this is a precious time. How can make it? We need my tear, my sweat, my time. Would you think about that? 8 to 10 p.m. every single day, what do you do? Just eating, watching TV, relax. This is a disappear. This is not worth thing. But you have to come to 천심원 one night offline. It doesn't matter. Joy. Mother declared the golden age. What can you make it? My effort, my tears. Without my any practical issue, never make it. Even though you are getting older, it doesn't matter. You find the way. What can I do this time? Someday, your descendants, 10 generation, 20 generation, accuse you. What do you do? What you have done with the true mother, true parents? After 10 generation, 천심원 Providence is a normal life. Everybody 천심원 join together as a Christian service. But you are pioneer. Then my descendants admire your sacrifice, your devotion, support, true mother's providence. Even the small thing. But my descendants doesn't care about. You joined. You attended. They figure out that. So, not too late. You join 천심원 prayer. Even though I'm going to Korea tomorrow, because Chulma really want to break through the PR team. This is an historical event. Korean people know about this issue. Not just opening, grand opening Cheonwon. This is small things. The more bigger than meaning of this providence. So it doesn't matter. You join 천심원 one night offline. This capital, whatever, Seoul, Korea, whatever. You join. And they get some vision from the heaven. That is my message from this morning. And then, yeah, it's another turning point in truly. So we keep going and then moving forward to the next level. So it's coming 300 times. I don't know what will happen to us. So we think about the positive no matter what. Chulma told us she every time appreciation no matter what. Chulpa went to the Danbury prison. She really appreciation. You have to learn this time. So, okay, this is my message from my bottom heart. Even though I'm not here 2 months, but I'm truly working together with you online. So, don't worry about me. Thank you.
So we want to present. Yeah, I'm so very grateful to Reverend John. Really, and I can say that the reason we get this center is how much he moved me by his desire to open Chamshimon in Virginia. Yeah, That's why he had a purple jacket to begin when we opened here. He received the purple jacket from Bishop Kim when we opened up the championship one here last May, almost a year ago. Okay, so I think this time we have two who have been very diligent, coming every night from Championship prayer video here with the Reverend Jungle leadership, Bill Selick, Reverend Dr. Bill Selick. Dr. Bill Selick will come. And of course, Ayin Nomura. Ayin also come forward. And then representing Dr. Kim, we have Ruichi-san here who will present the purple jacket. Ayin every night here. Not only she's here, but she's always on the tech, making sure that everything works. The computer and everything is just amazing to see that. Yeah. Let's give them a big hand. And congratulations for getting the purple jacket. So maybe Yasuko-san can come, Reverend John can come. Pastor Natasha and Dr. Jenkins, our elder here, and they come also, and Reiko-san, we take a group picture.
What about your wife?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Katsui-san.
Oh yeah, she has purple jacket. If you like to get a purple jacket, please come to the Chanshima every night. And on the number 300, you'll get a purple jacket too.
Every 100 days. Yeah, you should be attending for 100 days. That's right. Okay. Okay. Hello. So I have some announcements to share more. Sorry. But the first one I want to reveal. Ta-da. This is one of 7 photographs that I received. I'm not sure exactly when these were taken, probably late 70s, early 80s, I imagine. They were given to me by Mainan Goto, who's in our audience today. Thank you, Mainan, from his dad. So, and when he gifted those, he said, oh, hope they can be used by Nova Church. And I thought, oh, yeah, why not? It's a beautiful gift. And there's several pictures of true parents and several pictures of the true family, with the children when they're young. However we may feel about them now, or things that have happened, right? I feel like ultimately we want all the family to be reunited, right? And join back home. Yes, I do. And I don't think that we should say that we're a family federation, right? Without considering the family, right? With all its imperfections. So I'm very honored to be able to hang up these pictures here. And what enabled me to do so, you see they have these beautiful frames, very professionally done, is actually thanks to somebody else here, well, his daughter, actually. So you have here in our audience Dr. Shimio. You may not know his daughter, Keishin, actually is a professional framer and owns an antique store that has art and thus framing. So she and her business partner, Paul, they gave me a really great discount, and they said because it's for the church, they wanted to offer this to us. And I'm so, so grateful to them. So I want to give a shout out to them. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to Keishin. Yeah, you can see the pictures are up on the table, and I'm going to be hanging them up very soon. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the name of their shop. It's Antique Den in Fairfax. So you can take a picture of that if you want, or if you ever want to visit. They are so nice. Kaishan is really so friendly and wonderful. Like, she loved my kids, and she's so sweet. So yeah, let them know, if you're coming from our church, they'll always welcome you. Any framing or even art, they have Oriental art there. Okay, so next thing. Project Phoenix. So I did mention this before briefly, but now I have more details for you. So this is a project I've participated once before. It's founded by some members in Arizona, and they have done events around the country. And really the heart behind it is to bring people closer together between generations. We talked about parent-child relationship, right? The importance of that. So I would hope that you can invite your children, even if they're not connected at all to the movement, because this is not a church event, right? This is an technically outside organization, and it's, talking about, here we go. Some skills we can learn, how to listen very fully and be fully attuned with each other, how to appreciate each other, be present for each other. I hope this will be a great experience. I want to organize some childcare, so, if you have adult children who have young kids, that will be okay. They can come and have them watched while you can attend together. I also have a short video from Lena, if we can play that, Yoshi, to introduce the program.
Hi, Lena here. So excited that Project Phoenix is coming to you very soon. Project Phoenix is a nonprofit you may have heard of. Our vision includes personal growth, deeper connections, and authentic community. And we hope to bring a glimpse of that experience to you. So we've gone ahead and taken our 1.5-day workshop and put it into a 3-hour micro event, a little chunk to give a glimpse and a really powerful experience in a shorter amount of time. And you will be one of 6 communities around the nation trying it out with us, beta testing. So we really appreciate you joining in it and also giving us feedback. And it's going to be a time of pausing life and reflecting on how you're showing up for others, brushing up, refreshing some of our own listening skills. Really a time to go deeper with one another, maybe hear stories from some people in your community you may have never heard. And this time with the breakouts, there are going to be 2 options. There will be the intergenerational track. There will also be a couples track. So depending which one your community is doing, you may experience breakouts with the baby boomer generation versus millennials, kind of elders and youngers. Or you may experience the breakout track where the men have a circle and the women have a circle and share hearts together, and then we come back all together and share about that experience. The whole program will be very interactive. There will be small groups that we call family groups, and one very cool component too is that all your family group leaders will be local. We will be offering a training to them, so they'll gain some new facilitator skills for you. And this is also our first hybrid event where our staff will be providing the content via short videos, but then it will all be locally led with your own local flavor, your own host. And yeah, we're just excited, and thank you so much for doing this. I think you'll have a wonderful time. Make sure to sign up for a chance to go deeper together with others and really connect authentically in your relationships. Take skills home with you that you can apply in your daily life, in any relationship in your life. And yeah, just thank you so much for going on this journey, and hope you all have a wonderful time. Bye.
Thank you, Yoshi. Whoop. Okay.
The volume is up.
I see. All right. Are we good now? Okay. Thank you for showing the video. Yeah, so Lena is actually, she's a co-pastor with her husband in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, and she's the director of Project Phoenix since last year. She became the director. So anyway, yeah, she reached out to me personally and asked if I'd be interested for a community to beta test this new project, and I was very excited, so I volunteered us. Whoever wants to is welcome. A registration link has been created today, so I will email it out to you soon. And if you'd like to participate, everybody's welcome. Sorry? Not online. No. It'll be right here. Yes, it will be in person, an in-person event, yeah. So the online component, why she says it's hybrid, is because her staff have put together some videos with content telling us about listening skills and so on. There will be some short videos that we can show here. But the interactions we do are all in person, okay? So you do need to be present here if you want to participate, okay? But I hope you can join us. All right, another event. Yes, save the date, March 15th. So I've been talking with Mrs. Kyoho Jones, who lives in Baltimore, and she's a professional masseuse, massage therapist, and she kindly offered to teach our couples here. So this will be a couples event. And any aged couples welcome, to teach you how to give your spouse a good massage. So I'm personally very excited about this one, and I will be promoting more, detailed information. I'm still working out some details with her, like what you should wear or anything, But yeah, I hope to make it like a romantic date here, for couples. So look forward to that. Can you go to the next one? Sorry. Oh. Or maybe that was the last one that I had, last flyer. Yeah, okay. The other announcement, sorry, no flyer, but I did want to mention, again, although I've announced it before, the next special grace ceremony will be on March 2nd, which is already next Sunday, right? We're already coming to March. So if anybody wants to participate in that, please remember, ladies wear white, right? Gentlemen in suits. And we will be doing it in the Chuncheon prayer hall at 10 a.m. before the service, okay? But if you were watching the last time how it went last week, kind of similar, following through this kind of program, just make sure you have completed all the conditions and registered online prior to coming, okay? So March 2nd is the next one. And I'd like to request a special prayer. I was informed a couple of days ago that our dear sister Rhonda Williams, who gave a sermon not too long ago, if you remember, she has been diagnosed with breast cancer, and she is going to undergo some surgery on March 6th. So if you can please pray for her. So March 6th at 1 p.m. At the Reston Hospital. And her surgeon's name is Dr. Claire Edwards. Okay, Dr. Claire Edwards. So I did email this information, but I can send it out again. So if you can please keep her in your prayers. And she will not know how aggressive this cancer is until after the surgery. So we pray that it will be, fully removed and everything will heal well for her. And okay, finally, I wanted to make sure to welcome people who are guests here. I know that in addition to Ryuichi-san, who already introduced himself, right, we have somebody else here from Las Vegas. Yukie-san, is that right? Would you like to say hello to us briefly? Just say who you are, where you're from.
Hi, my name is Yukie Shinoda. I'm from Korea and Japan. I'm 27 years old. And I'm not good in English, but I can speak Korean and Japanese. So if you want to talk with me, let's talk. Thank you. No, I'm now doing spiritual workshop step. Yes. Yeah. So I came with Ryuichi-san. I'm now sightseeing in Washington. Okay. Study. I went to a monument. I felt true Father's love. Yeah, so Yeah. I will go back tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, it was a nice time. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. So nice to have you here. Yeah, and there are plenty of sights to see here, so it means you got to come back another time, right? And also to meet all our lovely brothers and sisters here. So I hope some of you have the chance to talk to her. Is there anybody else who's a guest here, or hasn't been here in a while, wants to say hello, introduce himself? Would you like to, or no?
Hello, my name is Henji Chang. I was here in the church many years, but I couldn't come in since I had a ongoing surgery before. I had 4 major surgeries. Yeah, so I could have came to the church. Right now, I just received new kidney transplant, so I'm really fully recovered, health. Thanks for giving me so much blessing. Thank you.
And this your parents? Okay.
And this is my mom and dad. They come here tell the manager to come here early.
Great. Welcome. Wow, we're so happy. Congratulations on your recovery. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I think that's everybody who's, yes, unless I'm missing somebody. No? Okay, great. All right then, so we're going to wrap things up with one final song. Oh wait, I'm so sorry. I was thinking of the song and our frequent singer. I want to also mention James and Chrysanta Jenkins in the back and their baby, Mikey. Please say goodbye to them and wish them well because they're also going to Korea this week. So this will be the last Sunday we'll see them for a couple of months until April. So also want to make sure you wish them well. Yes. Sorry, guys. Almost forgot, but then I saw you. Okay. Now we can welcome up the band, right, for your closing song. All right. Thank you, band. Woo. Okay.
Okay, if everyone can please rise and stand up and join us for our last song, Higher Ground. lift me up. Lord, lift me up. And let me stand. 1, 2, by faith I have been stable. 3, 4, I'm on His plane. And I have found what there might be a higher plane. Please join me in prayer to close. Our dearest beloved Heavenly Parents, Dear Parents, we thank you for this beautiful Sunday, that we can conclude the 3-day Chambo workshop that has happened here in the DMV area. And I really pray that we can be able to conclude this time and that we can move forward to really liberate ourselves and to be able to continue with the Chunchiwan providence that is going on here on this earth, and that we can connect to the spirit world, and that we can be able to call out to our true Father and Hyungjunim, Hungjinim, and Daemonim to help us here on this earth. And I pray that at this time we can learn to let go of our past now that we're receiving this special grace, and that we can be renewed, and that we can have resolutions for greater beginnings and to prepare ourselves for the opening of the Changwon-gun. And I also pray that we can learn a lot from the testimony we heard from Ryuichi-san, and that we can have this opportunity to welcome the blessing into our lives, and that it's so true and it's so real to us, and that we have to work hard even if it's so difficult. But the blessing is worth all the efforts because you are the center of it all, Heavenly Parents. So I pray at this time that we can work hard to really bring the blessing and to share that into this world. And now that we're having the cosmic blessing for 2025, so I pray for all the couples that are coming all around the world to Korea, and that we can bless many couples so that they can be able to build blessed families in this world. So I thank you for this time, Heavenly Parents, Dear Parents, and I put this prayer in all names here, and I pray with gratitude in my name, Yasu Takshima, daughter of our blessed central family, and attendance to our Holy Mother Han. Aju.
Of Okmanse. To conclude all the things, we're going to ask Richie-san to lead us in 3 chairs of Okmanse as we conclude this.
That's the third one. All right, anyways, when you're in this movement, you're always going to be passed for a Omanse, so no worries. I'm used to this. All right, let's prepare. 청기하신 하늘의 부모님 오만세 승리하신 전쟁 참 부모님 오만세 victory for the HC Chombo Special Great Works 오만세.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great lunch. For those in Washington, D.C., we have still service at 4:30 at the Washington time. Okay. I will be there, yeah. Okay, and also sisters are still there, the Washington Times. Anyone would like to receive special answer, please go and make an appointment, and they will be happy to help you there.
And the owner announcement, KA prepared the japchae, so he's on the way. So they arrived at 1 p.m. So we can eat slowly. So yeah, was a vegetable and then some, yeah.
Wow, so nice of them.